Marvel's What If has always been a fascinating exploration of alternate realities in the MCU. Season 3, Episode 3 is no exception, delivering a thrilling narrative that reimagines a key moment in MCU history, the assassination of Howard and Maria Stark in 1991.
Would be felt for decades. How could it have gone?
This time, however, the story takes an unexpected turn, with the intervention of Alexei Shostakov, aka the Red Guardian, teaming up with the Winter Soldier. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Let's dive into the detailed recap and explore the ending of this episode.
Behold my technique.
Recap. A new turn on December 16th, 1991. The episode opens with a narration by the Watcher, who sets the stage by reminding us of the pivotal night in MCU history, December the 16th, 1991. In the main timeline, this is the night the Winter Soldier kills Howard and Maria Stark after staging a car accident. But in this alternate reality, things unfold differently. We are introduced to Alexei Shostakov, the Red Guardian, who is back in Russia and clearly dissatisfied with his current assignment. General Dreykov orders Alexei to assume an undercover role in Ohio as a senior data manager, a task Alexei finds beneath his dignity as Russia's first super soldier. Adding to his frustration is Dreykov's obvious deception when he hides a file containing sensitive intel from an American sleeper agent codenamed the Rook. Alexei's suspicions grow when Dreykov takes a call from Vasily Karpov, instructing him to defrost the Winter Soldier for a mission. Realizing that Dreykov and the Red Room are undervaluing his abilities, Alexei decides to take matters into his own hands. With a mix of clever distraction and sheer audacity, he steals the intel file from Dreykov's desk and heads to the United States under the guise of Bob Toledo. Meanwhile, the Winter Soldier is activated and sent to carry out his infamous mission, assassinate the Starks and retrieve the serum they possess. As events converge on that fateful night, Alexei intervenes just as Bucky is about to execute the Starks. Wearing a costume reminiscent of Captain America, Alexei confronts the Winter Soldier. Initially, Alexei tries to reason with him, arguing that the mission doesn't require killing anyone. However, Bucky, operating under his Hydra programming, refuses to deviate from his orders, leading to a brutal fight. The clash between Alexei and Bucky is interrupted by the sound of approaching police sirens, forcing them to flee into the woods. As they regroup, Bucky contacts Karpov to report his partial success in retrieving one of the 3 serum packs. Karpov's cold response, dismissing Bucky's efforts and leaving him stranded without extraction, begins to chip away at the Winter Soldier's conditioning, hinting at the re-emergence of Bucky Barnes.
Well, knock it off, Captain Personality. You're embarrassing us. You're going to get...
A new partnership forms. Following their clash and escape, Alexei and Bucky find themselves at a roadside hamburger stand. It's a surreal moment. 2 former super soldiers, turned adversaries only hours earlier, now sharing a quiet meal. Alexei, ever brash and self-assured, begins to open up about his disdain for the ideological confines that shaped his life. He waxes poetic about the need to dismantle capitalist systems using colorful metaphors that both amuse and irritate Bucky. It's here that Alexei mentions a shadowy figure, the Rook, whom he sees as pivotal to unraveling American dominance. Bucky listens with a mix of skepticism and curiosity. His rigid Hydra conditioning eroded just enough for him to question his mission. Their uneasy truce evolves as Alexei convinces Bucky to accompany him to Las Vegas, where he claims the Rook operates. Along the way, their journey becomes a series of escalating misadventures. A shield checkpoint becomes their first major obstacle, staffed by none other than Bill Foster and the resourceful Ranger Morales. When their fake identities fail to hold up under scrutiny, the 2 super soldiers orchestrate a daring escape, leading to a high-speed chase. Alexei's brute strength and Bucky's precise combat skills make for an effective, if chaotic, team. Their reckless canyon jump attempt, though spectacular, leaves their car destroyed and forces them to proceed on foot. Seeking temporary refuge at a small veterinary clinic, they find a moment of calm. Alexei shares more of his past, recalling the pride and naivety of his early days as the Red Guardian. His tales are tinged with bitterness over how his supposed heroism was ultimately exploited. Bucky, in turn, confesses fragments of his fractured memories, including an image of Coney Island, a fleeting, innocent moment from a life he barely remembers. This rare glimpse of vulnerability cements their growing camaraderie, setting the stage for their partnership to deepen as they head into the unknown dangers ahead. Halt. The Rook revealed. Upon reaching Las Vegas, Alexei and Bucky uncover that the Rook is not a mysterious anti-establishment figure, but Obadiah Stane, Howard Stark's disgraced former business partner. Stane has been leveraging his insider knowledge of Stark Industries to collaborate with the Red Room, exchanging sensitive technology for their promise to eliminate Howard and Maria Stark. Alexei's vision of the Rook as a revolutionary working to dismantle oppressive systems is shattered. Instead, Stane is revealed to be a pragmatic opportunist, driven by greed and a desire for power rather than any ideology. The confrontation at Stane's opulent Las Vegas suite is tense, filled with verbal sparring and veiled threats. Stane, always the schemer, attempts to manipulate Alexei and Bucky into turning against one another by exploiting their pasts. He dangles the possibility of clearing Bucky's record and returning Alexei to Russia as a hero. When Stane attempts to kill Alexei and Bucky to cover his tracks, a fight breaks out. Bucky uses Alexei's shield to knock Stane out of a high-rise window, ending his double dealing for good. However, the victory is short-lived as shield agents, led by Foster and Morales, close in on them. Alexei and Bucky manage to escape into the chaos of the Las Vegas Strip, but their options are running out. A final stand. As they hide in an abandoned casino, Bucky confesses to Alexei that his new orders from Dreykov were to kill him. Despite the betrayal, Alexei's loyalty to his new friend remains unwavering. When Dreykov's forces, led by Karpov, arrive to apprehend them, Alexei and Bucky prepare to make a stand. Karpov attempts to reactivate Bucky using the trigger words, but Bucky's bond with Alexei proves stronger than the conditioning. The Watcher narrates their final stand against the Red Room, emphasizing the courage and sacrifice of their fight. However, the battle does not end in victory. Bucky is recaptured and taken back to Russia for reconditioning, while Alexei is presumed dead. The ending explained. The episode concludes with a surprising twist. Back in America, Alexei resurfaces under his Bob Toledo alias, working as a middle school PE coach. His quiet life takes an unexpected turn when Bill Foster visits him, presenting his shield and offering him a place in SHIELD. Recognizing Alexia's skills and potential, Foster recruits him to join the fight against global threats. The final scene mirrors the iconic Avengers assembly, shot from the Battle of New York. This time, however, the team includes the Red Guardian, standing alongside Earth's mightiest heroes. While Alexei's inclusion provides a humorous and heartwarming moment, it also raises questions about the long-term ramifications of this alternate timeline. The Watcher's closing monologue, while it highlights the significance of friendship and loyalty, even in the face of overwhelming odds. However, the unresolved fate of Tony Stark's trajectory leaves viewers pondering how the absence of his parents' murder might alter his path and the broader MCU events.
I told you, Dad!
Hey, this is federal property!
Our nerdy thoughts. This episode of What If masterfully balances action, humor, and emotional depth, showcasing the transformative power of unlikely friendships. The Red Guardian and Winter Soldier's camaraderie offers a fresh perspective on the MCU's legacy, while the twists and Easter eggs keep fans engaged. As the Watcher poignantly notes, even the smallest choices can reshape destinies, proving that the real history-altering events often stem from the bonds we forge. Stay tuned for more breakdowns, and let us know your thoughts on this captivating alternate timeline. What did you think of Red Guardian's Avengers debut? Leave your theories in the comments below.
Now what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.